It's Sunday morning on the homestead. I know this video is late. It's usually posted on Friday. This is the update to my Buy It or Build It, the update to the, I guess, 2 months long series that I did on growing vegetables in used containers, mostly containers from the supermarket. And so without further ado, I'm going to run through some of the things that I've grown. Some of those were starters, so they're no longer in the same containers. But it's been hot. It's been very hot. We are currently in a 55 county statewide emergency declared by the governor. And boy, it shows. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the beginning. This was the very first thing that we planted in a container. This was the sherbet container, and these are tomatoes. Now the problem with these tomatoes are they are stalled out because we've been in the 90s pretty much every day for the last 6 weeks. It's been about 5 or 6 days where we had dropped down into the 80s, but these are struggling, and there's no bees. So, well, I should say very few bees. So there's a little struggle there. I'm going to go from one of the first things that I replanted to one of the last things, well, actually the last thing, and this is the milk crate where I planted the carrots. And you can see the carrots are coming up. So those are the carrots. Let's move on down the line to more carrots. These are the carrots I planted well over a month ago. And there's a couple of spots in there, but all things considered, they're doing well. I used a box, which a lot of people were skeptical about. It's actually a box within a box. So there's a little bit less than a dozen carrots coming up there that worked out well. This is kind of a hodgepodge that I did back in June 24th. These are starters. These are yellow watermelon starters. These are cantaloupe starters and honeydew melon. So honeydew melon on the left, yellow watermelon in the center. The reason why there's this gap is because I've been transferring these over. And the cantaloupe over here, those are going to be transferred over because my garden has been struggling this summer. Not uh, not from a lack of trying, but because of the heat, like I said, and it's taking its toll. I'm going to do a full garden tour, but for right now, I'm just giving you an idea of what's going on. And we're going to move on down the line. So we have done carrots, we have done tomatoes. Let's see, what else did we grow? Oh, we used these guys over here. And this is also yellow watermelon and cantaloupe. But remember these? Yeah, this is the red Malabar spinach that I put in this water jug. And these are starting to take off. So this was another success. I mean, we did struggle a little bit with a few of these, like I said, because of the weather, but quite a few of these, uh, as you hear the birds in the background, quite a few of these have done well. Now, this was one of the ones that, I don't know, it depends on how you look at it. This started out doing well, but then again, the heat got to it. But here's the thing. Even though this kind of dried up and it's not doing what I wanted it to do, this lettuce, look at the container. The container held. And that's one of the most important takeaways I want you guys to have from this series. And that is, if the conditions were better, it wasn't friggin' hot every day, I mean like boiling hot every day, and dry, this would have done better. I water by hand, and so I have to cover a lot of ground because my garden is spread out. And this I can still possibly revive, but I want to show you guys the way things are. Things aren't always going to work out perfectly or always the way that you want them to. Over here, final two. Again, these are onions, which mostly grow in the fall and in the spring. So they're struggling a little bit, but check this out. Look at these carrots. These carrots were planted a while ago, and they are doing very well in my opinion. This is a whole container. This is the dish pan that I use. These both are dish pans, and they both are growing. Well, there's onions over here and there's carrots over here. So we're going to end this on a high note. These carrots are doing what I expected them to do, and I'm going to move on to my next video. I'll put a link below to my garden tour so that you'll see everything, pretty much everything that's going on in the garden. These are my potatoes that are, they're doing okay in the heat. I've been keeping them watered, and this is something that you don't know what you're going to get until harvest day. So check out my next video, which I'm working on now, and I'll put it out. You guys hit the notification bell, subscribe, and you'll see when it comes up. All right, I'm the Frugal Gardener. I'm glad that you took time out to join me on this hot, hot, hot summer morning. And remember what I always tell you, when you grow your own food, you'll always know where it comes from. Catch you guys on the next video. Go out and grow something.